Hello and welcome back to the Hairy Housewife YouTube channel. And today, what was meant to be one video has turned into another. Hello and welcome back to the Hairy Housewife YouTube channel, you beautiful lot. And today, what was meant to be one video has turned into another. Now, the original video was going to be what works best on a daily driver that's been driven for a few hundred miles, that's covered in road grime, filth and dirt, whether it's a pre-wash spray, a snow foam, or a pre-wash spray that's been gone over with a snow foam. Now, the Fiat has done a good 300-400 miles since it was last washed. As you can see, it is looking rather filthy in this little bit of an arty-farty montage that I've done here. Now, as you can see from these shots, I do have a new gadget. It is a camera slider. I was just testing it out today to see how well it worked. But the vehicle is looking rather dirty, and it is covered in a layer of dirt, grime, road filth. Again, about 400 or 500 miles worth, and it needs to come off. The car was looking disgusted and dull and dirty. Now, I thought, what better time to do this test? I've wanted to do it for a while. I wanted to test a pre-wash spray, a snow foam, and then spray a panel with pre-wash spray and then snow foam over the top to see which actually removed dirt the best. Now, I'm going to go into that now, and we're going to talk about why the video changed a little bit later on. Make sure you stay tuned for that, because it's a result that I'm still a little bit baffled by, but we'll get onto that. So we're going to start off by spraying my favourite pre-wash spray onto two of the panels at the back, and that is IDETAIL Pro pre-wash spray. It won the Hairy Housewife Product of the Year award this time last year. It's an absolute cracking pre-wash spray. I still, to this day, haven't found one as strong as this, and that will remove dirt as well as this one does. Now, once I've sprayed it onto these panels, I'm going to leave it 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm going to go over the last two panels. The one that hasn't had anything on with snow foam, and the middle panel that had pre-wash spray, again with snow foam. So I can do the pre-wash spray, the pre-wash and snow foam test on the rear panel of my vehicle that is rather filthy. The back end of this vehicle always gets dirty. If you've got this shaped sort of vehicle, you'll know exactly what I am talking about. Now, once I've let that dwell for around about 4 or 5 minutes, the snow foam, the pre-wash spray, and the pre-wash and snow foam have been on there. I mean, the pre-wash spray's been on there for about 6 or 7 minutes now, and the snow foam itself has been on there for around 4 to 5 minutes. Now, just before I start rinsing them off, you could already see the patch on where the snow foam is dirtier than where the pre-wash spray has been. And again, as I start rinsing them off, you can see not a lot of dirt has been taken off with the snow foamed area, but the middle area and the pre-washed area at the side, dirt has been taken off. And you can see where the tape has been. You can see that for a reference line and how dirty it was. Now, making sure to go over every panel the same distance away with the pressure washer. Now, this is where things started to confuse me a little bit. Now, I'm making sure to rinse all those panels off as much as I possibly can. However, I don't know if you guys can see it through the camera. I could blatantly see it when I'm stood there behind the car. Again, let's ignore that snow foamed area. You can see that is very dirty. However, that middle patch and the end patch that only had pre-wash spray on, the pre-wash spray end is a lot cleaner than that middle patch that's had pre-wash and snow foam. Now, I'm just going to come in with a clean microfiber towel, and I'm just going to rub over the pre-washed side just to see how much dirt was left over after the pre-wash spray had been rinsed off. Now, as you can see, there is still dirt left on there. Again, there is no miracle product that you can spray on your vehicle and it will remove 100% of dirt. However, again, just looking at the previous footage, the pre-wash spray had done a lot better than the snow foam. However, how did it stand up against the pre-wash spray that was then covered by snow foam? Now, again, coming in with a clean microfiber towel, I'm making sure to go around that whole little panel like I did with the pre-wash. And as you can see, as I show you guys, there looks to be a decent amount of dirt on that microfiber. We will compare them again in just a minute. For reference, I'm just going to go around. There's no need to. You can see it's still very dirty. But I'm going to go around the side that only had snow foam with, again, a microfiber just to see the level of dirt that was left on there. And you can see it is looking very, very dirty. Now I'm going to line all these microfibers up against each other so you guys can see the level of dirt from the pre-wash and snow foam, and just the snow foam on its own. Now this is where things took a little turn for me. If you look at the pre-wash spray, it is a lot cleaner than just the pre-wash and the snow foam. And obviously the snow foam on the end is looking rather filthy. But I just want to focus on the pre-wash and the pre-wash and snow foam. Now this is not a scientific experiment. I'm not doing it in lab conditions. There's many reasons. There could have been a bit of thicker dirt on the middle than there was on the end. However, I decided to go again and test this on the side of the vehicle. Now again, I'm spraying the whole side of the vehicle with IDETAIL Pro pre-wash spray, and then I'm going to let that dwell for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going to go over one side with the snow foam. Now people are going to say, is it a pH neutral snow foam? Is it this? Is it that? Is that why it didn't remove as much dirt on the rear panel? No, this is a very strong snow foam. I'm using a snow foam that sort of matches the strength of the pre-wash spray. So it is, I'm not going to say brands, but it is a snow foam I know that is high in pH and will remove dirt really, really well. And I'm putting it against obviously IDETAIL Pro pre-wash spray. So I'm trying to make sure they were equally matched. I didn't want to use a high alkaline pre-wash spray and a pH neutral snow foam because that wouldn't have been a fair test. So these are both 2 high alkaline products. Now once it's dwelled for around about 4 minutes, I'm going to rinse the side of the vehicle off. Now again, as you can see, as I go over the door itself, you can see the dirt is just falling away with this pre-wash spray. Again, this is the reason why it won the Hairy Housewife award last year for best product. I love this pre-wash spray. It makes winter cleaning so much easier. Now as I start rinsing the back off, you can see it is taking a decent layer of dirt off with the snow foam. Again, this isn't a scientific sort of test. Yes, you'll get more dirt on one panel than you will another. This is just sort of a rough idea on which was going to work better. Now I could see it. I don't really think you can pick it up on the camera, but the front door for me was looking a lot cleaner than the rear door. Now we're going to go in again with the microfibers. Now I'm going to rub over the whole back door with one microfiber, and then I'm going to rub over the whole front door with a microfiber, and we're going to see what dirt was left on the back compared to the front. So if I lay the microfibers out, you can see the layer of dirt on the front and the layer of dirt on the back. Now on the camera, I don't know if you can see it, but the front microfiber to me looked cleaner in person than the rear one did, which goes with the same results that I had from the back of the car. So now I've done that, I just want to try one more thing. So the other side of the vehicle that I haven't touched is still covered in dirt and grime. I've sprayed over with pre-wash spray, completely forgot to record it, and then I'm going to rinse it off. Once I've rinsed it off, I'm then going to go spray over with the same snow foam that I've used in previous tests, and then I'm going to use a clean side to a microfiber to rub over that whole side of the vehicle to see what dirt is left over after pre-wash spray, rinse, snow foam, instead of just using a pre-wash spray straight over the snow foam and then rinse, which is something I have always done, but we'll talk about that in a short while. So once I've let that snow foam dwell for about 4 to 5 minutes, it is time to rinse that snow foam off. Now once I've rinsed that snow foam off, I'm just going to go over those 2 doors with a clean side on a microfiber. Now before all of you lot kick off, yes, I'm rubbing dirt on the vehicle. Yes, I'm rubbing it with a microfiber. No, it's not a safe wash. The vehicle is going to get a full machine polish very soon and a ceramic coating. So I'm not really too worried. Yes, I'm inflicting more mar and that, but no worse than what's already on there. Now once I've wiped those 2 doors over, it's time to compare the results. Now, as I am comparing results, ignore the little patch that I put my hand over. If you see here, it's where there's dirt seeped through from the other side. I'm not using 4 or 5 microfibers to this. I've used a couple of microfibers, and that's just a bit of dirt that has seeped through from the other side. So just ignore that patch there. However, this is the amount of dirt that was left over after the pre-wash, rinse, and then snow foam. Now, if I compare it to the pre-wash spray, then snow foam put over the top, then rinsed off, you can see there is a dramatic difference in the amount of dirt that was on the vehicle after a pre-wash spray, rinse, pre-wash, and pre-wash spray, snow foam, rinse. You can see there is a dramatic difference in the amount of dirt that was left on the vehicle. Now again, before you lot kick off in the comments, this isn't a scientific test. There could have been dirt on one side thicker than the other. There could have been different dirt on one side. There could have been different dirt on the boot. One side of the dirt on the boot could have been thicker. One side of the dirt on the boot could have been dirtier. However, I just want to show you the results I've had today, and maybe I'm going to rethink my pre-wash method on my vehicle. Now, I have always gone over with a pre-wash spray, left it 3 or 4 minutes, and then gone straight over with a snow foam and then rinsed it off. But from the results I've had today, it looks like it's not as effective as just using a pre-wash spray, rinse, then snow foam. Now, I've never, ever in my life rinsed after a pre-wash spray. Again, always gone straight over with a snow foam. So have I been doing it wrong? Have we been pre-washing our cars wrong all the time? Now, not everybody does it, but I know there's a lot of people out there that does it the same way as I do. Now, have we been doing it wrong? Now, again, I'm not telling you you need to go change your pre-wash routine, your pre-wash method. This basically turned from me testing out a pre-wash spray, pre-wash and snow foam into something completely different. Now, I'm not saying, again, we should change our pre-wash routine. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. However, the results I have today shows that it seems that a pre-wash rinse snow foam is more effective than a pre-wash snow foam rinse. Now, what I want you guys to do is go away and try this yourself. Again, you might get different results than I have. The two products I've used might have counteracted with each other because I don't understand why this would have done that. I don't know if the snow foam has diluted the pre-wash spray down and made the dirt stick back to the car door. I don't know whether that it's diluted it down, it's stopped the pre-wash spray from doing its job. I don't know the answer to this one myself. So if you do, pop it in the comments below. But I would like you guys to go away and try this now. If you are happy to do so, go try it. Pre-wash, rinse, snow foam on one side of the vehicle, pre-wash, snow foam, rinse on the other side of the vehicle, and come back and tell me which one you had better results from. I really, really want to know the answer, whether it was just the products I'd used or whether it's the same for everyone, and have we been pre-washing our cars wrong all this time? So guys, I've been the Hairy Housewife. This is going to be sort of a mass experiment, so please go try it yourself. Pop it in the comments below, and I'll revisit this a little bit later on after Christmas. I've been the Hairy Housewife. You guys have been great. Please, please, please go give this a go yourself and pop it in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon.